I don't know about y'all, but based off last week's episode of the Come Up New York, you know, the foolishness and fuckery edition, that goddamn episode, y'all remember that shit? I was trying to figure out who O'Neal, aka the Great Shao Kahn, was goddamn forward square shoulder charging a bitch into submission. And thanks to this week's episode, we still don't know who that nigga is, and I feel some type of way about it. Let's fucking get it.
Shang Tsung wins.
We start off this week's episode with Justin, aka Shang Tsung, walking down the street feeling invigorated. And just like Kim Burrell, whose mere presence alone has caused many all-you-can-eat buffet owners to commit suicide, Shang Tsung has consumed as many souls as possible to show up in his peak form, making sure dicks are hard and cats are wet. And speaking of hard dicks and wet cats, all that shit changed. We can kiss that shit goodbye. We're now soft and dry as Mitch, aka Darius, aka y'all's realm's chosen offender. Fuck it, okay? Not no defender, bitch. Offender. Aka this can't be me. Aka Mitch the bitch, dropping diss vids in a cave on some Osama shit. Walks his gay knockoff vampire in Brooklyn ass into the goddamn establishment. Now, based off last week's cliffhanger, we were expecting round 2 to pop off. But to most of our surprise, Mitch and Justin actually make up. Mitch was like, Shang Tsung, I just want to apologize for my behavior, okay? Like, I really want y'all to understand that I'm like so down with this Shao Kahn and outward invasion. Like, I literally handed Earthrealm over to y'all. I mean, I don't know what else to do at this point. And then when, you know, Quan Chi sneaking me and then you trying to wrap me up in your soul NATO and shit, I blacked out. And to be honest, Shang Tsung, I hate fighting, okay? I fucking hate it. So please, can we just let bygones be bygones? And Justin replied, to be honest, when you tried my entire existence at Scorpion's little shindig, I really, wanted to take your soul and give it to Moloch to beast fuck for the rest of your miserable ass existence in my flesh pits. But Shao Kahn explained to me that if I were to do that, he would what did he say? He would unleash unto me a fate far worse than death. He would turn me into you, Miss Juicy vocals and all.
You don't hit my line no more. Don't feel my body. Ooh, it's your body, baby. I need some love. So close from here, baby, I'ma be your motivation.
So with that being said, I have no choice but to accept your apology. But in all seriousness, even though that apology was pretty fucking dry, at least to me, I can appreciate that very brief ass moment of awareness and accountability. The fact that Mitch and Justin both admitted to their faults about the whole situation really showed an immense amount of maturity, which unfortunately is one of the imperative components that is missing in the LGBTQIA community of color at large. And as the saying goes, everything good must come to an end. And the cast has absolutely no problem exemplifying that shit. In walks the big wigs of Outworld. We have O'Neal, Ken, and Chance, aka Shao Kahn, Katana, and Quan Chi. Katana lets us know in the confessionals that she knows Quan Chi like for real, and that if Quan Chi decides to rip a bitch leg off and beat them with it or stretches a bitch neck out like, you know, BubzDaGawd,
it is what it is.
and then the great Shao Kahn tells Katana to get her and her pretty Mothra from Godzilla sonic boom wing eyelash wearing ass out the way so that he can let us know in the confessionals that the fact that he saw 2 of the most recent failures in his life recently chatting it up made him feel some type of way. Now, yes, he told Justin to forgive Mitch, but then Shao Kahn remembered that Mitch beat Justin's ass and that that Mitch likes to turn all permit patty on hoes, throwing lawsuits around and shit. And Shao Kahn, I gotta be honest, he can't have no hoe ass niggas around him. So shit about to get really fucking real. So the Outworld Mafia walks in and begins to seat themselves. Chance, aka Quan Chi, is TTG, trained to fucking go. His attention is focused solely on Mitch the bitch. Quan Chi then reminds us in the confessionals that the concrete jungles are ringing with the idle threats of retaliation against him. He also lets us know that despite Mitch hiding those terrified, a deer caught in headlights, wide ass eyes behind those wish ass the Matrix, more like the Gatrix, fake ass daywalker ass glasses trying to play all smooth and shit, he's letting us know that he is the bitch that will rip your leg off and beat you with it while stretching your neck out like BubzDaGawd. And I absolutely have no problem doing all of that in my Kids Bop Nickelodeon Gas Legends of the Hidden Temple Patty Cake Baker's Man inspired ass outfit. Hey, listen, I'm just wearing what you hoes wear here in Earthrealm, okay? Don't judge me, judge yourselves. So we begin with a few moments of awkwardness, which then leaves Katana with the feeling of addressing the big ass elephant in the room.
It would be me, and I didn't ask the question, didn't I just find?
But again, to our surprise, we experience another moment of awareness and accountability. It appears that both Mitch and Chance might be able to squash their beef once and for all and just be cordial with each other. But Shao Kahn, Shao Kahn. That nigga said, wait, hold up. I know y'all ain't letting this Earthrealm nigga finesse y'all like that with this cubic zirconia bullshit. We are Outworld. We don't fix shit, bitch, we destroy it, okay? So with that being said, since y'all wanna play in my face,
Like, you don't have to fight no one no more, and you don't have to press charges. Like, you was pressing charges.
I could have been dead and gone.
so Mitch, in a desperate attempt to save face, he immediately, changes the topic of conversation. Shang Tsung then reveals to the group that because of the amount of souls that he's consumed, which contributes to his physical exterior, he ended up landing a spot in a fashion show. So it's safe to say that Shang Tsung is enjoying the last remnants of Earthrealm's human experience. Then BFFs Quan Chi and Katana shares with the group their recent photo shoot experience. They're waiting for the pics to come back. Meanwhile, Katana is regretting the fact that they didn't give the photographer over to Moloch to beast fuck. She really wanted that tall nigga. Then Shao Kahn said, y'all bitches can shut up. I wasn't done playing in y'all's face. Mitch.
I see you upload a song live, singing live. You did that for me, because I said your music was auto-tuned.
Get this music done.
Oh, you do music?
Yeah.
Let me hear something. Can you really sing?
Yeah.
No auto-tune?
No auto-tune. I mean, I can sing a little song. No, I didn't do it for you. I did it for my fans.
At this point, the fuck shit starts up again. We got Shao Kahn asking Mitch about his acapella video that he uploaded. Kahn expressed that he's, flattered that Mitch was inspired by his knowledge and wisdom to upload that video. That flattery shit went out the fucking window. Mitch told Kahn that he did that for his fans. Kahn then responds to Mitch by reminding him that he sold Earthrealm out. You ain't got no fans, nigga. Then we have Montel looking like one of the only few niggas right now who are out playing Pokemon Go during this whole corona quarantine. Gotta catch 'em all, bitch, right? And can we take a moment to appreciate Montel in this motherfucking confessional? I mean, face was beat, outfit was crisp. I mean, it's hard to believe that's Scorpion. To be honest, and I forgot about this, y'all, this slipped my mind. I believe Scorpion just killed Sub-Zero, so the nigga's soul is at peace. So now that he's at peace, unless provoked, the human form that he has chosen is the great teacher of past Earthrealm warriors, Liu Kang and Kung Lao. Borracho. So we at the table, and Montel is, trying to feel the energy at the table, just trying to see where everyone's head is at. He then asks about the situation between Chance, Justin, and Mitch. He's then informed that everything is cool between the three of them. After hearing they resolved their issues, Borracho decides to take this horrible ass moment. I mean, man, y'all's timing with these conversations be stressing me the fuck out to share with Justin, as well as the rest of the table, about his feelings regarding his event, Duce versus Games. Now, in the beginning of Montel expressing his side of the situation, it appears that Justin is, taking the constructive criticism somewhat well, but that ego, baby, started to flare up, and it was definitely the ego. Justin, just earlier, was able to admit his faults, but I guess it's because Mitch apologized first. But instead of, once again owning your shit and taking accountability for your actions, Justin decided to go from 0 to 100. Then comes Miss Sneaky Swiper, all swiping, one sole ruler of the Chaos Realm, now Shao Kahn's bitch. Tardy for the party herself, girl, Miss Havoc. She decides to slither and snake her ass to the goddamn table, and at this time, Montel is still expressing himself, and I mean rightfully so. If I invited people to my event, and then they come through and act like a bunch of, let me get 4 on pump 4, some backwoods, and some cherry now later ass bitches, I'd be willing to give y'all hoes to Moloch to get beast fucked for the rest of y'all miserable ass existence too. And baby, Justin's ass is starting to get riled up. Niggas start raising their voices, and then niggas trying to quiet the voices, and I'm like, no. Fuck that y'all in a crowded restaurant. Y'all motherfuckers had no problem, no problem, trying to recreate Mortal Kombat Annihilation at Montel's event in the back of that Walmart FEMA concentration camp. Now, if the white folks want to call the popos, let them call the popos, ho. At this point, Justin is completely contradicting himself. I mean, he's sitting there raising his voice to the frequency of noise. See, Khan told you he was gonna turn you into Mitch. You better stop fucking playing.
That's how we ball out. Strip clubs and dollar bills. Still got my money. That's all y'all need. Or should I keep going? Patrol shots, can I get a refill?
Now you're over here arguing Montel down about not being dramatic while being dramatic. I mean, I'm telling y'all, the ego, if left unchecked, is a dangerous thing. Now Karan, the smart businessman that he is, amidst all the fuck shit going on, sees a few white women with that look on their faces. That I'm gonna call the po-po-ho look on their faces. And to prevent the cast of New York from becoming the cast of Oz, which I feel like some of them hoes might actually like that, Karan decides to shift this herd of fuck shit outside. Now, on one corner, Shao Kahn is trying to calm Shang Tsung down. We hear this.
My thing is...
But as for right now, I don't feel like you should let nobody.
And I hit him up on Instagram and I said, I apologize for what the fuck I did. He said, it's okay. Don't come on cameras now and be like, you was wrong. Bitch, you should have said it when I fucking apologized to you on fucking Instagram.
And see, this is the reason why apologizing through text or messenger or DMs is a fucking no-go. See, when you apologize through text, you get to decide when you want to deal with accountability. You can apologize and then choose not to read the response until you're ready. That right there lacks ownership of your faults. And the imperative part of accountability is to deal with the present and possible consequences. And then on top of that, he didn't even come at you maliciously. Like, your ego felt threatened because of all the facts that he was uppercutting your ass with. And it was too fucking much. Seriously, I hope that Justin manages his anger issues and go talk to somebody or go see somebody or something, like for real. And on the other corner, we have Chance and Montel. And Montel is still ranting about his now blown out the water ass experience with Justin. Now, to be honest, Montel, you could have went another route with your critique of Justin's behavior on the show thus far. Now, you could have told Justin that, you wanted to talk to him in private or something about your critique. But doing that at a full table, especially with him being the new guy who's recently been labeled as the fine-ass, body out of control hothead. Montel, your intentions was in the right place, but your location for the critique, unfortunately, it wasn't, man. It wasn't. And in the midst of the gay fuck shit going on, Miss Spanky Spanks reveals to us in the confessionals that she wants to have a conversation with Chance because she's missing the genuine friendship that they once had. In layman terms, Miss Havoc is trying to get back in good graces with Quan Chi. So to secure a future place of safety, Miss Havoc is asking Quan Chi if she can stay at his fortress or if he can put in a word with Shang Tsung to see if the bitch can let, her stay at his goddamn flesh piss or something, I don't know. And as Spanky is expressing how he feels, Chance is like, for the 700th time, bitch. We are fucking cool. Now, if you bring this shit to my attention ever again, bitch, I'm going to give you the Moloch to beast fuck you for the rest of your miserable ass existence. You hoes should know exactly what we're doing right now. I mean, come on, shit. We're fucking moving forward, if I'm not mistaken, from one evening to the goddamn next. And here we see Montel in his element, the ballroom scene. He shares with us in the confessionals his love for ballroom. He also gives us a brief rundown on his role in ballroom in reference to being the MC, commentator. We also grow to understand how important the commentator is. Now, yes, the beat can be sickening by itself, but get a dope-ass commentator on that bitch, the reason why Corona won't go away. I mean, damn. But I did appreciate this episode touching on ballroom culture and how ballroom is a staple form of expression in the LGBTQIA community of color. Keep up the good work, Montel.
Get over here! Get over here!
And we're moving forward. For the hoes who actually have brain cells left to listen and take direction, thank you. Forward into the evening a bit more, where we all meet up with Spanky at a radio station to promote his hat line on the Fresh movement. And baby, give me Jesus. Now I can understand why you felt inspired to create that hat line, sir. Your hairline reminds me of an annoying ass Trojan virus on a Windows computer that just won't go the fuck away. Come through, Back to the Future ass hairline. To be honest and all the way real with you hoes, I really can't even talk because my granddaddy shit starting to kick in around my hairline a bit, so a bitch might be definitely maybe buying a few hats from you. But he shares with us, as well as the Fresh Movement listeners, about his aspirations in reference to his brand, as well as sharing the story on how he came up with the name for his hat line, Spank My Hat. And that's it. No cliffhanger, no seizure-inducing bicycle kicking ass cliffhanger, no nothing. And y'all, we have reached the end of our review. Now, how did y'all feel about this week's episode? Now, what about this review? Leave it down in the comment section below. And speaking of shit down below, all my social media info is in the description box. So please like, share, and I mean, if y'all feeling it, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you can stay updated on future videos and reviews. And until next week, y'all, peace and love.